today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trey Lance and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Cam Newton and the San Antonio Express.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Andy Isabella. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance now on first down. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
So that'll back him up 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Lance. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 20 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. On play action, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And his kick here is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Newton's throw here into the hands of Hearns. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton quickly into the hands of Robinson. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 8 catches, 94 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Newton on 1st down. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action, Newton. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
On 1st down, Lance. Short throw to Dissly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Lance's throw there taken in by Smith. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down, here's an option right. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Here we go.
And it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Newton to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now it's Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Lance looks to throw again. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Lance looking to throw it. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Working from the gun, Lance. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. In the field goal department so far, he's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. And it hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From the 50, Newton. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Robinson. 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Newton. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's Newton. Incomplete, right side to Cook. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, Newton. Caught out left side by Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Here's 2nd and 10. Newton throwing again. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Express have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. On the return, Isabella. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum, because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Smith catches left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give. This is Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it.
Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And Lance going to throw.
And this is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Lance. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. His 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a dump off here complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They fake the give. Newton. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Good job. A gain of 15. And the San Antonio first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the draw, this is Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance. Quick slant here to Smith.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Montgomery, he gets away from one. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Lance. This will be caught just inside.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Jackson now to return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back out comes San Antonio. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On first and 10, Newton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
That's it. Ready? Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, it's Newton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Newton. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Cam Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Lance now on first down.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Operating from the gun, Lance.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Lance. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Here's Lance.
It's complete. He finds Falk here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Cam's throw taken in by Cook.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
8 yards to go on second down.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Back out comes San Antonio. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. He gets it complete to Jackson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a first down throw for Newton. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this is Cook with the grab. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Newton on first down.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Newton. Being chased out left. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. On 2nd and goal. Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Express have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
The point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, it's Montgomery, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Lance going to hold on to it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And they take a knee. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.